is done. There's no going back. You know, it went from a brothel to a strip club. All breeding shit. Y'all used to think that, when they said they used to breed black people for whatever back in the day with slavery and try to take the strongest male and most capable female, get the perfect worker. I think about the Eden Project. How when you read the true text, you find out that the Elohim or the so-called God used to do experiments to get the perfect specimen or the perfect human to do their work labor. And I'm like, okay. Then it went from that to, basically sleeping with the help and creating, offspring that was like genetically altered type of stuff. So you used to be like, yo, you got like a breeding brothel to breed slaves, but some of the women off in these brothels are like attractive to the masters or to the slave owners. They end up sleeping with the slaves, and then they get this offspring that's a mixed breed of slave and master, and they hide the lineage somehow, or tell people that that's not their baby or not nothing to do with them type of stuff. And the generational trauma that this inflicts on a culture or a nation of people to come, it's perplexing, because now it's like, yo, I'm in a place where sex sells. You dig? I don't know if you know what that means. Violence sells. Like, they sell this shit. The darkness, the evils make money. It pays bills to be like that type of shit, to be on that level. It's like, okay, one of my favorite artists, they said it, like they had a shootout, loading and aiming weapon, click, load that bitch while you shooting, on some shit like that. You know what I mean? And it's the type of music we listen to as a people. It's the type of music that we feel like helps us vibe out or get in our zone. So obviously, the evils and the pain behind it make money. It's a cash business. The music industry, the movie industry, all of it. Like, the stuff we do, each be like, yo, I used to go to strip clubs, right? And I used to wonder, like, the freak am I doing at this strip club? Like, why am I in here? Like, I have a girlfriend. I shouldn't even be in here. So I never was into being in there. I'd be like, yo, this shit is not right. There's so many different ways to meet women, or so many different ways to, communicate or congregate with people. Why should we do it in an area like this? And you're like, okay, so this is because of the breeding. This is because of, everything we went through. So people feel like, yo, sex sells high. So we can promote sexual activities and, different things like that on social media and get away with it. A woman can come on here and be like, yo, I'll show my titties for some money. And, we just condone it. They might down her page for a sec, then it come back, you get a slap on the wrist. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? You trying to promote your business, legitimate, something well and good for the community, a way to make things better. They shoot it down, You invent something to help people, they shoot it down, Bring out something that kills people in a large amount. They endorse it. I don't get that. What's done is done, and there's no going back. You feel me? We can work towards a new innovation and be like, okay, let's do this differently. Like, in my book, yeah, there are going to be strip clubs and different things like that, but it's going to die out because people are going to realize, like, that's not the true way of representation of mankind and human life. Like, yeah, the human body is beautiful, and there's different ways to display that. Not only that, it's different ways to keep privacy to yourself and be in love with yourself and be in love with another person. Like, I know this live ain't really getting any views, any hits. I'm on emotion. I just wanted to come live and say, there's no going back. Like, when the government exposes shit and tells you that they lied about religion and did this shit so they could keep you under control and make sure you didn't rebel or spaz in the name of God, then you're going to be mad in the name of God, and you're going to still be holding on to everything they taught you in some way. Like, look, listen, the core fabric of me wants to believe the prophetic Bible, or the prophetic people that quote and say these are the times that the Bible is talking about in the end of days. that, the world is on fire around the time Christ come back. And to me, I add up everything in my head and I'm like, no, this is just manipulation. This is manipulation and fear, and utilizing fear to keep people under control. It's like everybody's scared they're not gonna have no food stamps for the holidays. Everybody's scared they're not gonna get a social security check when they get old. You're scared you're not gonna have a retirement. Like, it's fears, different things. It's things to call you back to work and things to make you want to quit your job. People are afraid right now that they're gonna lose their jobs due to AI innovation and robots in the workforce. Like, it's fear. It makes you want to do more things, go harder. You got people sitting up here like, well, shit, if they don't get my food stamps, I'm gonna just walk out the store with it. And then there's the whole fear of rebellion based on food. Like, there's a fear of your religion not being real. You just fear that they lied to you about the whole thing, so you switch up and you start being a Muslim or something. Or if you was Muslim, you switch up and start being a Christian. To me, you already fucked up right there, because now it's like you ain't got no faith. You gotta be a knowledge seeker from the get-go. Like, Job didn't switch up. You say that right there. He kept worshiping God. He didn't switch up and start worshiping the devil, or switch up and start worshiping Mendes or Baal or somebody like that. He kept worshiping who he worshiped. Like, he stayed down. Like, most people don't understand that. They'll switch up on you so quick. Now they practicing Hinduism because they felt like Christianity wasn't working for them. They felt like, Judaism or, it wasn't working for them. It's the same thing with life. People want to move out of America because they feel like it's not working for them. You was born over here. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Russians, and people will move for a different life just to be like, damn, the grass was not even green over here. It was dirty brown or dingy there. They ain't even have no grass over there. I thought the grass was greener over there. It's not. And then once you get there, you're stuck. You can't get back. You like just stuck. You get in the motions of everything, and now you got to deal with it. Like, it's life. Like, you press too hard down the rabbit hole, you fall and you stuck in Wonderland. Now you trying to find the red pill to get your ass out of there. You feel me? Like, there's so many different levels, and we ignore the levels because of the material things. Like, we're obsessed with the shit we can't take with us on a spiritual level. You like, yo, and even me, I be like, yo, I just want to get rich as fuck before I die. Because I know one day I got to die. So I want to get rich enough to help a situation before I go. That's the type of shit I want to go and not come back from. It's times where I was like, yo, I should have signed the deal and did whatever came with it. But then I was like, morally sound. God said, no, that's not what you do. Some things are innately wrong, and you stick by that principle, and you're going to be blessed, bro. You're going to be blessed beyond belief. I'm still waiting on the blessings. Some of them, I see them right now. I'm living the blessings. I'm able to breathe. I don't have any felony court cases over my head or no crazy shit. Still got my manhood type shit. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? Still got God, Jesus in my heart. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just grinding until I see something. You got to grind and make it work these days, because you put in that work. You can't just turn back easy. You got to keep going. Now you got to keep going. We got, I'm looking and I'm like, yo, all of the twerk videos on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. What if you woke up one day and the women stopped doing that? Dressing in regular clothes, no makeup, talking about what they did today, what they cooked today, type shit. I think we still love it, and I don't think it would change anything. I mean, yeah, there would be some dude talking about some take your shirt off, take your top off, because that's the perverseness that's been programmed within us. The darknesses, the demons we supposed to be facing. You feel me? Appreciate y'all for coming to this live. I'm just out here being a real prospect, real person, a real deal human. But I just wanted to go live for a good 10 minutes and talk to y'all about life. And, hopefully the message resonates with you, or you catch the message. We toxic, y'all. We need to fix that. Like, we all toxic. Like, we like toxic shit and we do toxic things. And then we try to remedy it with a Bible or with Jesus or God or something. We try to say, oh yeah, I can ask for forgiveness the next day, when it's not that simple. Like, repentance and atonement, you gotta keep doing the right things once you stop doing the wrong things. If not, then you repenting in vain, which means you're not really repenting anything. There's no forgiveness being done. I know you don't want to hear that, but that's real.